Hello, my name's Laura and I am a handywoman.
Amazing. Well, Laura, thank you for joining me on Life of a Female Tradie podcast. It was great to actually connect with you. We started talking just before Christmas, didn't we, on social media?
We did, yes, after Holly had done her podcast, which I didn't realise, and I got really excited when I saw it because obviously I listen to the pod all the time.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, when I saw that she'd done it, I was excited that she'd been on.
We were talking about the kind of winter blues, weren't we? Because we were both feeling a bit down in the dumps with the
Yeah,
weather and the dark nights and then pushing for that Christmas finish.
yeah,
You actually mentioned that you'd watched my episode on the Talking Tradesman as well, and
yes,
it kind of resonated with you.
totally.
Off the back of that, obviously sharing stories, that's what we're here for on the pod. And I wanted to just start as I normally do and ask you to just share a bit of your background up to where we are now.
Yeah, of course. So I left school and went to college in Sunderland. Whilst I was at college, I then started working for Sunderland City Council at the nice young age of 16.
Oh, wow.
And after college, I ended up working for them full time, aged 18. And then up until just recently, kind of a year ago, I was there for 27 years of my career there.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a
Okay.
big change. I obviously used to work in an office environment and also out on event sites because that's what I kind of did, event coordination, event management. And then just due to a change of circumstances at work, things changed. And then now I kind of do this. It's just something I've fallen into. I've always, well, not always, the last couple of years of my life, I suppose, I've really gotten interested in using tools, doing stuff around the house myself. I love painting and a bit of colour, bit of design. And then when friends were coming around to the house and kind of seeing what I'd done, they were like, well, can you do this for me? And you should do this for a living, you know? And I was like, oh, no, I feel like I work in I haven't got any skills. I work in an office. And it just kind of went from there. And I went and met with Sunderland Bic, who sorry, not Sunderland Bic, Northeast Bic, they're now called, who
Okay.
were brilliant.
What is that? What does BIC stand for?
Business Innovation Centre. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
a place where anybody who's kind of self-employed or in business can go at any stage of their journey, from start up to scale up to sole traders to corporations. They can all go and get individual business advice,
Oh, wow.
access, I don't know, funding, all kinds of things as network and opportunities. So it's a really good facility down in Sunderland to have. So I
Brilliant.
had a meeting with them and I just said, look, this is what I'm kind of thinking of doing. I am looking for other jobs, but there's nothing jumping out that I want to do. Do you think this would work? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. Like there's absolutely no female tradies out there. And the fact that you've got these skills, you should definitely give it a go. So they helped me
Wow.
write a business plan, helped me put down, everything that I can kind of offer. And I think I hit the ground running within a couple of weeks. I'd made a Facebook page, started
Yeah.
advertising, put pictures of some work on that I'd already done, started picking up little jobs for family and friends, and it's just gone from there, word of mouth. Obviously my Facebook page as well. But it's great. I haven't looked back. My feet haven't touched the ground. So
Amazing. Wow, that's
yeah.
so cool. Yeah, so obviously handy woman, handy person. What do you find you get calls to do the most of? What tasks are you undertaking on a weekly basis?
I would say probably 90% of my work is painting and decorating.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm catching up to you. The stuff that I've learned I mean, I could already obviously do the basics, but I am now engrossed watching videos of the
Yeah.
likes of, Ria and Joanne Hay and others out there and Foxy and people like
Yeah.
that. I'll just sit on a night, even though I've been doing it all day, just watching other people paint and it's like,
You
but
do though, don't
yeah.
you?
Yeah, uh-huh, it's crazy. So, but yeah, and I really enjoy it. So then the other kind of 10% is, like just last week, I built a seating unit for a
Oh, I
customer who
saw
wanted like
that.
a oh, have you seen it? Yeah.
I have,
Yeah,
yeah.
so just using up some old IKEA furniture and wardrobe doors and things. She wanted, like a seating area making and then a TV panel behind a TV to hide the wiring that she had. So yeah, it's just a little bit of thought and getting the right materials. And obviously, I worked with another handyman on that one who's brilliant.
Okay.
Um, Doing a bit because he started at the same time as me, and we met over at the BIC. Um, so sometimes if I'm a bit behind on schedule, I'll give him a ring. Have you got any time? And he does come and help me sometimes when I'm, you're in your hour of need and
Yeah.
you've totally underestimated a job.
Yeah. Are you
But
fighting back the tears of, like,
yeah,
frustration?
yeah. Yeah, so I knew I'd need a hand with that one because obviously there was a lot of drilling and a lot of lifting and stuff. So, we planned that job together and it's gone really well, so really enjoyed
Brilliant.
it.
Wow, that's cool. That's great that you found a connection from that initial meeting over at that big
Yeah.
opportunity. Yeah, that's brilliant. It's invaluable, the people that you meet, isn't it, along the way?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I was doing just a little like a guest speaker role there when that's how we met. It was like an Inspire Lab for
Oh,
other
wow.
people who were going into self-employment. So I was just kind of given my journey and then we just went from there. So we're gonna do some more jobs together in the future, do you know, like where it needs a couple of pairs of hands and
Yeah.
like we demolished a kitchen together actually a few weeks ago as well. That was great.
Wow.
Great fun.
Smashing it to bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done 1 or 2 of them myself. They are fun. I've also seen on your social media that you put out as to telling customers what you offer, that you do kind of vinyl wrapping and upcycling and things like that. Do you get many of those jobs? Because I'm fascinated watching the vinyl wrapping. It's so appealing, flattening it out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't had many, to be honest. Even though it is something that I offer and something I can do. I mean, don't get me wrong, Laura, I'm not like these guys that you watch on the reels where they're like with all of the cutting. It takes me a bit longer than that, but I can do it. I've done
That's the
various
main thing.
pieces of yeah, yeah. I've done various bits of furniture and I've done my own kitchen benches and things.
Cool.
Um, so the idea behind all of the services really was like, I'm a single mom. I've never had the luxury of hiring in decorators or tradespeople. So all of the things I know how to do are just like always been on a budget.
Okay.
So I think the idea behind my little business was to show people how to do stuff themselves as well for going forwards. But again, that hasn't really taken off. It's just people are more, "Oh, I'm at work, actually, I'll just leave the keys, you can just crack on."
Okay.
But one of my initial business aims was to work with people, not just women, but you see, this is how you put up a shelf, this is how you vinyl wrap a bench, this is how you paint your ceiling, things like that.
Okay.
Um, but it just hasn't really taken off yet. But I've still got loads of work, so it doesn't matter.
And also, you're still early days, aren't you? Like, when did you start this up?
It was in May, the middle of May in 25.
There you go. You're not even a year in yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Plenty of time for different stages of your business idea to take off.
yeah.
Absolutely. What would you say has been the hardest part of starting as a self-employed person, especially a single mum?
I'd say probably like what I'd said earlier, I just hit the ground running within a couple of weeks. I was away doing it. I probably should have had maybe a few weeks or months to cross all the I's and no, dot all the T's, the saying.
Yeah, that one.
And just get everything in place, I mean, obviously, I got my
Okay.
insurance straight away and I had my business plan and things like that, but I don't know, it's just all the other stuff. It's like sorting out your tax, it's sorting out your social media. It's
Mm.
like I'm still haven't got a pension or anything in place. And it's something that I keep thinking, right, I'm going to look into it this week. Private pension, and just little things like that. And it's all brand
Yeah.
new to me being self employed. So I've gone from 27 years of somebody paying my wages, giving me annual leave, and all of that to now being
Yeah.
hang on, I'm not only the person delivering the work, but I'm also the social media person, the marketing person, the client relations person. It's a lot. I don't have any hobbies anymore, put it that way.
Bless you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a lot. There is a lot to consider, and
Yeah.
it's one of those things I feel you've got to prioritize each thing. Like, what do you need before you even step into somebody else's home? Like you say, you need liability insurance,
Yeah.
all the things that are going to keep you safe from making any mistakes, from any
Yeah.
backlash from any mistakes that might happen. It's just like when you buy a car, you've got to have the tax and insurance, haven't you?
Yeah.
you
Mm,
know. If you don't know these things, you don't know them, do you? So
yeah,
is is a process. So I feel you on
yeah.
that. I remember when I first started up, and yeah, the liability insurance was definitely one of the first things to get done.
Mm,
But
mhm.
like you say, it's the thought of a pension that a lot of people might not, it might not be on the top of their list, but when you've been working for a council body or a big corporation of some sort,
Yeah.
having a pension is quite a big part of that, isn't it? Because obviously time served and everything, that's a big pot of money. I know there's a couple of different ones out there, so if you do want any, like, recommendations, I'll let you know which one I use.
I've also been looking at kind of, like, income protection and stuff as well, because I was for the
Yes.
last week, for the first time ever since I started, I had to have a sick day. I
Did
had a really
you?
bad stomach, and there was no way I could have gone to my client's house. So I stayed in bed all day on the laptop, and just doing admin-y stuff. But it is on my list to kind of find something in case, I don't know, in case you get diagnosed with something, or I don't know, break my leg, something like that, and I can't earn money. That's another thing, so don't know what anybody
Definitely.
else thinks to think of that one.
Be an interesting thing to know, actually. If anybody has got any recommendations on income protection or health insurance, so to speak, drop a
Mm,
comment so that we can all
mhm.
share who we use and what cover, etc. That'd be great topic to understand.
Yeah.
I myself, I need to get onto that, to be fair. I don't have sick pay cover or income protection, and yeah, definitely should do,
We
'cause
should.
you just don't know what's gonna happen, and,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw just before Christmas, Joanne hurt herself,
Yes.
freak kind of accident, and she was out for weeks, bless her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think until you're extremely established and you've been able to build up that security bank in the background for
Yeah.
unforeseens,
Mhm.
then it is definitely something we should all have, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely worth looking into, so, yeah.
On the list. Keeping on that note of kind of health, um, obviously being in the trades for many a year myself, and as I'm sure you'll be starting to find out, you get many aches and pains. And obviously, the older you get, the harder it is to stay mobile and healthy. It's a big topic on previous episodes that we've had on the
Mm.
podcast. Is there anything specific that you try and do to keep in shape or keep on top of your health so that you don't necessarily have to have time off sick?
Well, to be honest, I think I might have came into this world of employment a little bit late in life. I mean, I'm 44. I was already
Okay.
starting with the aches and pains. So obviously then becoming a full-time handywoman um, didn't help. And plus, obviously, menopause doesn't help with your bones and your joints and your
Yeah.
aching everywhere. But I think it wasn't long after I was messaging you before Christmas, I looked into the supplement world. I think I'd heard one of your episodes actually with a girl who specializes in more of the wellness side of things for tradies.
Yep.
So I've just pretty much bought half of the Nutrition Geeks webpage. So
Yes.
I have my little
Yeah,
pill boxes
Melissa.
now where I have to put because on a morning it was taking us about half an hour to get through all of the packets. So I'm like a little nana now on a morning. I take all of me different supplements, but that I have felt a big difference. I
Have
don't
you?
ha Yeah, especially my knees, when I first started, my elbows and that were killing. But, like,
Mhm.
I think it must be off the motion of using your roller
Yeah.
but they've eased up a lot now.
Wow, that's
But so
great.
I definitely believe in the old supplements, and I don't go to the gym or anything because I don't have time. I'm out all day work and I've got the kids, I run the house, and I haven't got the energy. I get in and I'm dead. I don't know how people go to the gym either before or after work when they do a manual job, unless they're really young and fit. I know you do, don't you? I think you do weights
I
a few
do,
times a week.
yeah. So last June, I started going 3 times a week to it's a small independent gym, and they run classes. In fact, I started because my dad and my stepmom, who are in their 60s, they go 2 twice a week, and I just loved how they spoke about the place and how much better they felt from going. Thought, I'm currently struggling to get out of bed on a morning through aches and pains in my hips and my
Yeah.
knees. I'd always suffered with a really bad lower back, mainly from my old job where it was just sat at a desk for 12 hours.
Mm.
And I was always really sporty as a kid up until like my 20s. I played football all the time. And I thought, how can I go from that to nearly being immobile, you know? So I thought, right, I need to do something different because I was going to the chiropractor every 4 to 6 weeks and nothing was helping long term. It was always a few days respite from a bit of aches and pains. So I thought, right, what else can I do? I'll just give it a go, get back in the gym. And I
Yeah.
tell you what, lifting weights has been the best thing that I've done for
Yeah.
overall health. My leg strength is has gone from 0 to 100. Like, it's so much
Wow.
better just from the simple motion of doing squats and lunges, and then
Brilliant.
incorporating lifting heavier. I would recommend it to anybody that's got the time to put in to a class. Look into it because I'm 40 this year and I definitely saw the onset of perimenopause a couple of years ago for myself. And you see more and more from these health experts on social media, don't you, about how much weight training benefits women of our age
Yeah,
upwards.
definitely. Yeah.
So,
Stops the osteoporosis kicking in and
oh, yeah,
loss of muscle mass, keeps you nice and strong. Yeah.
definitely.
I will try
Definitely.
and find the time.
Even if it's just 15 minutes or 10 minutes, anything is beneficiary. Think, what did I was listening to somebody else's podcast the other day, and the lady on it was talking about this sort of thing. And she said, if you do just 10 minutes of these particular exercises a day, then you increase your longevity by a certain percentage. I can't remember off the
Wow.
top of my head, but it was literally 10 minutes of squats and I think it was even just lunges, the two of those. And it, yeah, benefits you that much. I know that there's a couple of women out there, female deckies that do the gym and the weights. So it's definitely something.
On my lunch break, I'll just have to do some step ups up and down on my hop up or something.
That's it. That's the one. There we go. Utilize the tools.
Yeah. I say lunch break, I don't even have one. No,
Oh, naughty.
I
Should
know,
definitely
I
have your
do
lunch break.
I do and I don't. I mean, if I'm really pushed for time, I'll just keep going, but, I do try and even if I just go and sit in the van for 10 minutes and eat a sandwich.
Yeah, I do try and schedule my breaks because I'm one of those people that kind of need that short break away from a project to then regather and crack on again.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely get the kind of 1:30, 2 o'clock slump as well. I'm like, oh, is
Mm,
it home time yet?
yeah,
So that's when the snacks come
definitely.
out.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
then you're like, "Oh, yeah," because I always finish at around 4:30. I don't know about you, unless I'm behind and I need to stay. So yeah, when it hits 2 o'clock and you're like, "Oh, it's only a couple more hours."
That's it. Yeah, I'm like the 4 o'clock mark. I'm like ready to start packing up just before then. Definitely,
Yeah, yeah, and what time do you
definitely.
start normally?
It varies sometimes. It depends on the customer as well because sometimes I start 8:30. Sometimes I start at 9, and yeah, it depends on when the customer starts work or if they've got kids that they're trying to shuffle out the door to school. I don't want to be under their feet, you see. It's between those two sorts of times. What about you?
Yeah, same. I always leave my house at about 8:30 once I've got the kids sorted, have my morning routine, get the dishwasher on, get the slow cooker on, whatever, and then travel to wherever. So sometimes if they're really local, I can be there for, 20 to 9. If they're
Yeah,
further afield, about 9 o'clock.
nice. That's good. So obviously, just starting up in the world of tradies and getting your name out there and everything. How have you found the reception from customers being a female as a tradesperson?
Yeah, it's been really well. received, very appreciated, I think, a lot of customers. A lot I mean, it's the cliche comment, but everybody always says it's really nice to have a woman around the house rather than a male, and I still never quite understand that because 'cause I've never came across any horror stories or anything like that, but I think it's just sometimes women do feel more comfortable with women, don't they? And,
Yeah.
um, I think it's maybe it's the way that you communicate to each other and you just kinda get it, don't you, being a woman to another woman, but I don't know, but everybody's dead. They really appreciate it being a woman. And I think some of them are surprised at some of the skills that you have because you're a woman, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, sorry, I keep having little coughs. I've been cutting
It's
MDF
alright.
all week.
No.
I've done paneling and I've done that seating unit, and even though I had a mask on, it's obviously just in the air,
Yeah.
and on your clothes and in your hair, and it's just my chest's
Oh,
all burny,
no.
and I'm gonna invest in some better masks.
Yeah. Who was it? I actually saw, it was Sal, the bench joiner. She was trialing
Right.
a mask. I can't remember the name of it, the brand. I'll have to
Mm.
find that out for you and see how she found it, because I know a couple of the women, a couple of the girls are trialing masks at the minute. Because obviously PPE is massive. We should all be wearing it, even though a lot of us don't a lot of the time.
Yeah,
And to be fair, I only thought to myself this week I should probably look into getting a mask for when I'm sanding, even though I've got a bit of a dustless setup.
yeah.
It's still not 100%, is it? When you've got, yeah, there's
Mm.
still
That's
certain
what
bits.
that was gonna be one of my questions for you because that's what I'm looking at, that's what I want next.
Is it?
Um,
Yeah.
because I've just taken on, like, an 11-day job, for
Ah,
pretty much painting out a whole house,
nice.
but you only think, "Oh, there's a lot of sanding, there's a lot of filling, there's a lot of," and I'm thinking, "I need a better sanding setup," and I keep seeing all of these, on my reels on a night, and that but then you
Yep,
look at the price and you're like,
I know.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like that. Like, I know some of the girls have got the Merkers and the Festool setups, and they're the pricey ones, aren't they? They're obviously worth it. I myself, I'm not. I'm nearing that stage of having to invest in that.
yeah,
So I'm still on a bit of a budget mish together. It does the job. I tell you what, it does the job, but there are moments where you think I could just do with what I've seen such and such use, you know.
yeah,
Um,
yeah." So what do
and I,
you use now?
so I've got a Titan Hoover that's wet and dry. I think it's a 35 or 25 litre one, so it's quite big. And I did have a DeWalt sander, but I burnt the motor out on it.
Oh,
So I then went for, I needed a quick one to get my hands on that actual day, so I literally bought, is it pronounced Erbauer?
yeah,
Yeah, that one. I tell you what, it's
yeah,
banging
yeah,
for the brand. I don't know much about the brand,
yeah,
but it's a really good bit of kit,
yeah.
and yeah, it does the job for me. Um,
Yeah, because that's what I've been looking at, the pros and cons. Because obviously the Merkers and the others are, like, so expensive but they look the
yeah.
part and you see everybody using them. But then you see the cheaper ones, and then you think, "Well, so I could plug that into that and it would do the same thing," and
This is it.
I need to
Yeah,
watch a few YouTube videos or something, I think.
yeah. I did have to buy a special connector so that the hoses fit properly. But yeah, I mean, I know there's some other girls that use, and maybe even the fellas use, like a Henry Hoover, and maybe I don't some other brand of sander. So I mean, as long as it does the job to
Mm,
start with, you got to start somewhere. That's the key, isn't it?
yeah,
You got to start
yeah.
somewhere, and we haven't all got 500 to £1,200 just sat there ready for a
No.
dustless setup.
Yeah, I was joking with the kids saying, you know that scene in Ace Ventura 2 where he's, dusting for fingerprints, trying to find the bat, and
Yes.
that's like me, like, nearly every day coming out of work with some eyelashes and everything, and
Bless you.
yeah, so I need to do something.
Just have a look at the, I mean, mine, I've had mine for the Hoover now for 2, 3 years. You buy a packet of Hoover bags from the DIY shop down the road type thing, and it's good
Yeah.
to go, and it does. I would say it's about 95% no dust. There's still bits that fly
Yeah.
off here and there, but it's going to happen. I don't think to start with you need to shell out that sort of money unless you've got it. So you put
Yeah.
yourself under pressure then, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to ask you. Obviously, we've touched on the fact that you've reinvented yourself later in life, a little bit later in life. We're not later in life. What would you say to that person that's listening who's approaching or is in their 40s era and is thinking about doing a similar thing of getting into the trades?
Just go for it. You only live once. I think if like when something inside of you is telling you that you're ready to do it or you want to do it, just follow your instincts and just do it. I mean, if you're in a position to, obviously, because it depends on what setup you need to buy, what trade you're going into, what money you've got, what setup you need to buy. But I think definitely don't not do it because you've just got a little voice in your head saying, "Oh, I'm scared." I think you just got to get into the communities as well. Like since I've started doing this, I've obviously found We Build Two, Task
Yeah.
Her, your podcast, which I find is brilliant. There's the other one with Hattie and Steph,
Oh, yeah, the fixed
Tradeswomen
radio
Together.
girls. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many things and all of the people that I follow on social media, and it just makes it all become the new norm. Whereas, like a year and a half ago or something, wouldn't even have thought I wouldn't have known what a dustless sander was, and or all the different trades and all of the different girls doing them. But it's like a new world, but it's nice to be part of it. It's weird.
It's empowering, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really empowering. Yeah, it's great. I love now coming home. I used to like work from home a lot, and
Okay.
I'd only have to go into the office a couple of days a week. But now I'm out all day. I come home, I am shattered. I'm disgusting. And that satisfying moment of having a bath, having some food, and then it's like a sense of achievement. It's brilliant rather than just, oh, I've sat on my bum all day sending emails and stuff. It's not the same.
No, I get you with that. Yeah, that was literally my life as well. I get you.
But yeah, I would definitely say go for it. Get as much advice as you can. Get in touch with other people in the industry that you want to go into. See if you can shadow them, see if you can go to work with them for a little bit and just see
Yeah.
if you like it. I didn't have that choice, but I think that's a good idea. That's another thing I would love to do actually. Have some like apprentices or if I could get it all set up, but obviously getting some young girls through the trades. Not
Yeah.
that I'm the master of I still don't even see myself as a tradie. I'm more of just a handy person. Like I consider tradies to be the proper, electric, gas, all of
I know what you mean. The
but
people that have had to do the
yeah,
qualifications to be
yeah,
able to touch anything. So your
yeah.
gas plumbers and your electricians, like you say, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. But it would be lovely to get some, I don't know, some young girls just coming through college who just want a bit of work experience, who just want to see what it's like. I just think that would be really good, really nice and satisfying and help push them
Definitely.
towards their career,
That's a
whatever
great
they
idea.
choose. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And you just obviously mentioned the communities and social media. Obviously, social media is a huge part of our lives now,
yeah,
which we didn't grow up using until we were like in our teens. So we've obviously seen both sides of the coin of that. How do you try and utilize social media? Is it just to kind of see what other people are up to and learn, or is it also, do you also utilize it to put your business out there and market yourself?
I think it's probably an even split. Obviously, you need that business side of it, don't you, to market yourself.
Yeah.
So I tend to just use Facebook, which I have linked to an Instagram page. I don't really know how to Instagram. I don't really know how to TikTok, but I know Facebook because that's the first one that I learned and I've always used. So I just kind of use that to put on kind of what I've been on, what I've been working on that week, and before and after pictures. This is my contact details, and it kind of works.
Yep.
Does that work for you? Do you use
Yeah.
Facebook? Yeah,
I started using Facebook for very similar reasons. I think out of the two or three, it is probably the one you would likely to get more business leads from, whereas Instagram is more of a portfolio almost type place. Obviously, it's there, I think, to make connections as well with other tradespeople because you can see their work and see their little day-to-day stories and stuff. So I think that they're both valuable for different reasons, and they you do find, I think, different age groups on the two because, like you say, Facebook came first and then
Yeah,
Instagram after.
yeah. Ah,
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. And I myself am still, even though I put stuff out on TikTok, I still don't really get it. I don't know. I just
yeah.
don't know about it.
No, yeah, I totally admire all of the, like, the people in the trade
Oh,
who make the content, who
I
are always
know.
posting on their stories and videos of their day. I sometimes forget to even take a before picture because 'cause I'm just
Same.
like, "Go." But
Yeah.
yeah, and I just think, "Oh, nobody wants to see this all 10 times a day popping up on the news feed. They've got enough stuff going on." So
You'd
I
be
don't I
surprised. You'd be
yeah,
surprised. It is something you have to get used to though, isn't it? I still struggle sometimes to kind of put a camera in front of my face and go, "La da 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 da, this is what I'm doing today." I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know if I can do it."
yeah.
But then
So
I do
yeah,
this. So,
I haven't
yeah.
gone down that route yet. I don't know if I ever will, to be honest. Again, Sunderland big were like, you should make your own content. You could be making videos and tutorials and things, and I'm just like, oh, they've already been made. Nobody wants to see me doing it, you know.
You say that, I think because I've thought exactly the same, honestly. I'm sure we all have, but I think it's all in the delivery. Some
Mm,
people, you know how sometimes you can hear someone on the radio or a singer or something, and you just think, I can't deal with that voice.
yeah,
You know, no disrespect, but it just doesn't sit right with you, like the frequency or the tone. So
yeah,
your voice might sit better with somebody over somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Or the way that
yeah. That's true.
you explain something different to somebody else. So don't I wouldn't let that put you off if that is one of your barriers, but I understand it. Goodness me, it's yeah, I don't understand how people have the time to do their actual job and then all the content on top. It's
I know
incredible.
it's. I know a lot of them do make money from it, which is good. I suppose if you spent the same time creating content as you would working throughout your week,
Mm.
you're gonna make up that shortfall of wages for content creation.
Yeah,
But yeah, by the looks of it though, they work all the time as well,
I
and
know.
I just don't know how they do it.
I don't either.
But it's good to watch. I love watching
I
it.
know. Thank you, everybody that does that.
Yeah.
We love you and we love your content. Brilliant. Brilliant. So, what's coming up next for yourself in work wise? Have you got any big projects planned, booked in?
I've got my diary's fully booked now up till May.
Nice.
And I've got a few bigger jobs in. When I first started, they were all smaller. Got a few paneling and painting jobs in. Sorry, that's another thing I should have added to the list earlier. I do quite a lot of wall paneling as well,
Yes, you do.
which I
I've
love.
seen that. Do you
Yeah.
enjoy it, do you?
Yeah, yeah, because at first it was a lot of scratching me head with, with angles and calculate, but you
Mm.
just get faster and better at it, and I really
Wow.
enjoy it now. Um, so yeah, mainly I've got a lot of painting and paneling, and I also do a little bit of garden stuff. So I've contacted all my garden customers, just to say, diary's opening up. You're gonna have to get in quick before kind of indoor jobs take priority.
Mhm.
'Cause I do like being outside in the summer, and I love, even if it's just painting and garden tidy ups, and I love all of that. That's kinda how I started, actually. I should have said that at the very beginning. So, for a little bit of extra money on the side for a couple of years before I started this, I used to do garden work for people who are a little bit older, unable to do it themselves anymore, and go and give them a
Okay.
hand, which then kind of led to things like painting the bedrooms and changing toilet seats and things like that. So I've always kind of had a little side, well, not always, for a couple of years I had a side hustle.
Have you done so when did you start up? Last
May
May?
last year.
Did you get any painting jobs, exterior painting jobs? Yeah. How do
Yeah.
you have you do you deal with height and being outside. I tend to do more of a single level story exterior.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, exactly the same as you. If it's more than kind of a few rungs up a ladder, no, it's not worth it. And I don't really do heights. But
No.
the ones that I've done are mainly, I did a lovely one. One of my customers who's a regular, she wanted me to paint all of our old like barn doors.
Oh,
So
nice.
that was a nice one. Painted out a lovely summer house. Again, one of the regulars with who I did the barn doors for, she wanted an old seating area. Just she didn't really have a vision. She just said, "Can you just do something with that?" So painted it all out, put some new coping stones on, got some tables, chairs, lighting. It's fabulous. So
Wow,
yeah,
that sounds
I like
fun.
yeah, yeah,
Bit of creative freedom there for you.
yeah.
Love that.
It's great.
Wow. So, yeah, coming up to spring now, you say you've got your garden kind of diary open. When it
Yeah.
comes to the gardening side of things, do you offer design ideas for bedding, or is it your typical grass cutting and your trimming, or all?
Bit of both, yeah, bit of everything. I mean, I'm not an expert in planting or a horticulturalist by any means, but I know what works, what doesn't, what would look good. Give them some ideas, give them some suggestions. Maybe map it out on ChatGPT as well, and just this
Lovely,
is what it
yeah,
could look because that's a great tool to be using.
isn't it?
Um, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, jet washing, grass cutting, general tidy ups, fence painting, you name it, just whatever people need, I'll go and have a look and go and do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Great. Okay, so we are now at the point where I like to do a quick fire question round. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so easy one to start with. Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Not that I drink much of it. Just one on a
Okay,
morning.
nice. Same, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Uh, Upcycling or furniture building?
Oh, upcycling. I just find it really interesting, and you've just got so many options and your imagination can just make something into anything you want with any kind of paint or finish or design. So yeah, upcycling.
Cool. All right. A takeaway or a meal out?
Takeaway, because you can eat it in
Yeah,
your pajamas.
definitely. Yeah. What would be your choice, your go-to?
Takeaway would have to be probably a nice Indians.
Ooh, yeah,
Love a curry.
yeah. Spicy hot or mild?
Medium. Madras.
Yeah,
Madras is probably as hot as I can go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Driver or passenger?
Oh, driver. Definitely.
Always.
I get a bit travel sick, to be honest, even as a passenger, and I can't sit in the back. So always the driver.
Okay, okay. Um, Wallpapering or paneling?
Paneling, definitely. Wallpapering, unless it's like perfectly straight wall with not many sockets to cut round and not much pattern. You know how it's like. It's sometimes it can just drive you crazy, can't it? But at least
Yeah,
paneling's just a bit more straightforward.
fair enough. And I probably know the answer to this now that we've had a little four-legged furry friend walk across the camera, but dogs or cats?
Well, actually, I've got one of each. The
Have
dog
you?
isn't here at the minute because I thought the doorbell's bound to ring and she goes crazy. So she's round at my dad's house, but the cat's here because he doesn't see anything. But to be honest, I prefer dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
cats just want feeding all the time and then they're not really interested in you. Whereas
Yeah.
dogs are very loyal and cuddly, aren't they?
Yeah. What have you
Yeah.
got?
So she's called Bella. She's supposed to be a cockapoo, but she's more of just spaniel.
Okay, so she's mental, bit
Little
mental then.
brown, yeah, little brown spaniel. She's gorgeous, but she just barks a lot.
Bless. Bless. And inside or outside projects?
It depends on the season.
Yeah,
I do love being outside. I really do. I think it's because of years of being in an office environment. But yeah, depends on the weather.
fair enough. Yeah, that's a valid point. Okay. So, final 3 questions for
hmm
you. If you could be a different trade, what would you choose and why?
I think definitely a joiner, carpenter, just
Yeah.
anything building. It's just so skilled. and I just love to watch it and people making, like, bespoke things from scratch. It's something I'm really interested in. It was something I was wanting to do at college as well. I'll not be able to do it this year, but I did look at it, and it was gonna be, like, a couple of nights a week after
Okay.
work, 6 till 9,
Yeah.
which would be great, but then I'm just too tired, and I've got the kids, and maybe it's in a couple of years, I'll pick that up, or if I can get to go on a weekend or something like that.
Ah, that'd be a good one, wouldn't
Um,
it?
yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, definitely that joinery kind of. Yeah, what
Brilliant.
about you?
I would be the same, yeah. I mean, I have done a little bit of work with wood. When the whole scaffold board upcycling thing came around, I
Yeah,
created a desk out of it.
fab.
And I've also made two little like coffee tables out of a solid oak kitchen worktop. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I think from seeing a friend of mine who's a really good joiner do his work, I'm like, yeah, I like that. The crisp
Yeah,
angles and when it all fits perfectly.
yeah,
I think I'd have to brush up on my maths though.
yeah,
on my numbers.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah. Also, I'd quite like to try my hand at um like making something out of leather.
Mm.
Come across this woman that makes handbags out of old horse riding saddles, like the leather, and it's insane. It's
Uh-huh.
so addictive to watch, but it's beautiful. So yeah, I'd like to try that actually. Just throw
Fab.
that one out there.
Yeah. I never even knew there was such a thing existed.
Mad, innit? I know. The stuff people make nowadays out of what others would discard is crazy. I guess that's why you like upcycling so much. It kind of gives it a new life, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I was at a client's a couple of weeks ago. It was a lady whose kitchen I removed, and she wanted rid of this massive sideboard dresser. She was like, "Can you put that out with the kitchen?" I was like, "Are you mad? It's beautiful." And then I was like, "Why don't I upcycle it for you?" She's like, "Yeah, okay. Didn't think you could do that." And so I've rescued it. I'm gonna go back when I do the
Wow.
painting to and do the dresser. Yeah.
Nice one. I love that. That's it. Just offering a different perspective on
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, said I'll just get a new one. I'm like, "Why? That one's lovely. Just paint it."
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, what trade or who do you think I should have on the show next?
It's a hard one because 'cause you've had so many, and I've listened to them all, and I think
Oh,
they're all
thank you.
amazing.
They are.
But there's nobody specifically in a trade that jumps out because I think everybody that I've listened to I now follow, and I don't think there's anybody I follow that hasn't been on.
Okay.
But there's, like I mentioned, we're part of a couple of communities. There's, We Build Her,
Yeah.
and the lady who not manages it, who's kinda started it up, Anna Kaczynski.
Okay.
She's brilliant and really working with all education and all over network and to kind of really raise the profile of women in trades from the ground up. I think she might be quite interesting to have on and tell the story and get the word out.
Okay. We'll see if I can get hold of her then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good idea. Thank you.
I'm just checking I've said her name right. Zubczynski.
Okay. There we go. So, where can people find you, Laura? What are your social media handles and everything?
So yeah, everything is the same. It is she with the dash IYSOS, all capital letters. Facebook, you can find me on LinkedIn, just Laura Bartlett, or my Facebook is linked to Instagram, and I'm not on TikTok because I just no.
So, Facebook and Instagram, she dash IYSOS, all in
Yeah,
capital letters. I'll make sure it's all linked in the show notes of this episode for people to just simply click on and go straight to your page. And
brilliant.
yeah, thank you very much for giving me some of your time. I've really enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah, no problem at all. It's been really good. Thank you. It's been a
You're
pleasure to
welcome.
come on, and it's really surreal actually because listening to you all day while I'm working and now being on, it's it's weird, but it's been great. Thank you.
Lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you for
Yeah,
listening as well.
yeah, of course.
Well, we will stay in touch and
Yeah,
yeah, we'll share some bits and bobs after the recording. So thank you again.
No problem at all.